traders, welcome to K5 Trading. Once again, the market review and expectation for the next week. Today we will review the gold, Aussie, the dollar, oil, BTC, Ethereum, and British pound. We won't spend much time on BTC and Ethereum, as we just recently posted a separate video for BTC and Ethereum. So we will just simply provide very high level overview. And we will expect more time on Aussie dollar because Aussie is reaching a key level. So let's start with the Aussie dollar. On the weekly time frame, you can see for last 2 weeks we are expecting market. We are forecasting this market will reach up to the 60 cents, at least 60 cents, and then we can see if it's gonna further come down. At the moment, our target was this zone, and if you look at our previous video, I have developed or I have drawn this zone a couple of times for last 2 weeks, and I'm expecting a lower royal semaphore. So same like here, we got an upper royal semaphore, we did a lower royal semaphore. Right now we got a normal here only. So that's what I'm expecting up to the 60 cents. Once we got a royal on the weekly time frame, then we can think, is there a reversal going to happen very soon or not? And for that one, we will go into the lower time frame, which is a daily and the 4-hour time frame. But right now, until we can see the lower royal semaphore, we're not going to say that the market is ready for the bullish trend. It's still bearish, and it will remain bearish until we can see a lower royal semaphore. During the bearish trend, you can see some short-term moves to the upside, like this move and this move and this move, but overall market is bearish. On the daily time frame, the Friday's prices failed to break the week's low, and it did try very hard, but it failed to break the week low and just simply eat all those liquidities below those previous low weeks. So I'm expecting some reactionary trade next week to the upside, and that upside move may provide some relief to the people who are short on the market or who are long on the market, and they may actually can close their trade with these smaller losses. For me, I'm waiting for market to retrace above this level up here with this equal high area, and waiting for market to provide some kind of rejection so I can make a short trade from here, right? Because why I have a short trade here? If the market moving upside around this area without making any lower royal semaphore on the weekly time frame, then it means that market will fall from here, go well below this zone up to the 60 cents, and that will be a very nice trade on the daily time frame on the Australian dollar. Now let's move to the gold. Gold trade on the weekly time frame. As you can see, that's market is still bearish, and this is the area I'm looking for market to actually retest and reject the prices in this zone up here, which is about 1720 or 1750 zone, and then market will come down below this noble semaphore somewhere around here. So market is still bearish as and on the weekly time frame, and we need to see a kind of a signal on the weekly time frame that market is now turning around and giving us the bullish trend, but so far it is not. On the daily time frame, there are some promising signs I can see for the bullishness of the market. But again, this was the low which was made last week. Then market move upside, and now it's a retracement of this leg. And see if it's failed to break the previous week's low, then I can see that yes, this market is still bearish, and we need to wait for the retracement. If market failed to break the previous week's low, I'm expecting market to move upside and make an upper yellow semaphore around this area. And with this yellow semaphore, I'm expecting market to come down further. Again, try to retest this zone again. And if it's failed, then our target will be up to $1,700 or $1,800. So how do you want to trade this? This was the gold in the next week. Wait for the lower red semaphore up here. Now, I know that nobody have those semaphores except me, so I will be creating some zones here for the price level where I'm expecting. So the area which I'm expecting is very close to the previous week's low. So expecting any time a small move downside, give a lower red semaphore, and then move upside. So with this, or even you can see with this blue semaphore up here, right up here on the H4 or H1 time frame, we should try to locate a reversal, a small market structure, which can tell us like market want to reverse, and then we can trade that way right up to the 1750 zone. And if market break this area again, then our next target will be up to $1,800. So gold at the moment, I'm looking for the lower time frame for a setup on this one. After the gold, now let's start the euro. Euro USD on the weekly time frame. This is the trade which I was talking is similar in the nature to the Australian dollar. As you can see, market breaks, come lows, and then gone up, failed to break the previous high, and now it's coming down. So this is exactly what I'm expecting market to make a lower royal semaphore on the Australian dollar, but this is a euro. So let's start the euro one. So 2 weeks ago, market make a low point, and for last 2 weeks, it's actually failed to break this low point. What also we can see for in last 2 weeks, that's market was kind of an indecision mode. Like last week, it's try to rally upside, try to rally down, try to come down, but it's closed in the middle of this big blue candles. And the same thing happened the week before. Market did try to rally up, but then there was lots of selling pressure, which bring the market down. So there are a couple of key points on the weekly time frame we need to watch out. Number one is this zone, and why I'm expecting this zone is a strong zone is because for last 3 weeks, market actually failed to break this zone. So I'm expecting if the prices reach up here, it may break a little bit upside, grab all those liquidities, maybe up to the $1.01 or $1.02 area, and then slam down to again try to break the last 2 weeks low. And if it failed this last 2 weeks low, then yes, we know that the market is now trying to change the direction. There is another way to look this market is via divergence on this particular trade and also in the DXY. So let's see what the DXY says. Okay, so look at the DXY on the daily time frame, right? Weekly time frame, sorry. You can see this market is strongly in the upside move. And for last 2 weeks, with this zone up here, this big high candle, I'm expecting market to actually grab all those liquidity and then come back, but it won't come right now. It will move to the downside, and I can see some gap up here. So this gap needs to be filled. Okay, it hasn't filled yet. If you look at this gap, the market hasn't filled yet. There we got an order block, and so I'm expecting market to actually come down in this zone and give us a reaction, move upside, clear all this liquidity, and then start falling against the major currencies. So this is the DXY, strong strong US dollar we are expecting next week. If not even strong, then we can see it is not going to break $115 mark in coming weeks. So that was the weekly time frame on the euro. Now let's move to the daily time frame. If you have any signal on the daily time frame, again, it's exactly the same scenario what we had on the gold. I'm looking for an upper yellow semaphore first, and then upper normal semaphore here. So watch out this low which was made about a week ago. If market doesn't move, if market failed to break this low, then we can expect some kind of upside move for two targets. Number one is 1.01 and the second one is 1.045 or 0.55. These are the two targets I'm looking for, the Australian dollar, sorry, on the Euro USD as a bullish signals. After that, let's move to the oil. The oil is all again the same story as the US dollar. They're all trying to make a kind of a reversal. So all those prices, they were coming down for so long. So now, but one thing which I like to tell you on the oil, my expectation in the oil, again, I haven't changed my position. That's market needs to come down around $70 before it can actually go upside. And why I say it's the $70, because of this trend line break, the target of this trend line break below this tunnel, around $71 or $70 mark before it can go upside and break the previous week's high. Market is still the bearish on the weekly time frame point of view, and it's looking in the internal structure. Yes, it's trying to move and try to break the upside, but it's not going to happen. So I'm still expecting on the long-term view on the oil is the 70 cents, and short-term view is market not going to break 97 mark here. If it's break the 97 mark, that will give us a good shorting opportunity. On the daily time frame, again, we are looking on the daily time frame is this trend line break, our target. Anytime we need an upper yellow semaphore, and then we market make retrace a little bit, and then it's continuously go for the upper noble semaphore. There is another possibility that market may come down. Right now it is in the down move, and down move, if you can see the area which I'm looking up to $80 or $81 mark. So once the market move into $82 or $81 mark, we can expect a retracement and right up here into the 97 or 95, and then slamp again for the lower below the $70 mark as we expecting in the weekly chart. So this is our gold, oil, and now let's have a look very quickly with the British pound, GBPUSD. British pound has been quite volatile in the last 3 weeks. Like as you can see, this high volatile bar up here on the weekly time frame. This is what this is what I was expecting the same way in the Australian dollar. We need a lower royal semaphore in the Australian, which is not yet hasn't formed yet. Okay, so let's move on the British pound. So British pound last week was a good week for the British pound. It did try to rally up, but it's failed to break the previous week's high. And then it's give a high week and the low week and close just almost the area where it's actually opened the week before that one. So I'm expecting market to be in this range for some time before it can give us a signal. British pound, we can start looking at reversal signal up here somehow, and we should start for a reversal point. From reversal point is the reversal on the lower time frame. So if I can mark this line up here, this particular bar with my lower royal semaphore, and now I need to ensure on the daily time frame in the 4 hour, I can see the upside structure on the price action, so we can trade on that. So this is the first one, but it still is failed to break the previous high. Now the market needs to actually break the high of this area, which is 1.15, to prove us that yes, it is ready to move. It is ready for the rally. If it doesn't break this one and just touch around here on the price reject from here, then we can expect this market is on the range bound. And until it can break downside, we cannot say that's it's changes direction. So I'm expecting for next 2 to 3 weeks, market will be range bound on the British pound. Now that was the currencies and the BTC Ethereum. Now very, very quickly, I will have a look into the US30. The BTC and Ethereum, please review my last video, which I posted yesterday. That's have all the update for British BTC and Ethereum. So US30. US30 is fully bearish market on the weekly time frame, making lower lows, and for last 2 weeks it did try to break this previous 3 weeks ago the high of that bar. It's failed, and so this is the last week the week before and the week before. So it did actually break the 2 weeks high. And then it was trying to break this, the 4th week of high or the monthly high, and it's failing this one. And I can see the market is still resisting around here. However, it's also not breaking our previous low at the moment. It's maintaining the previous low. So this is a good sign that yes, market want to stay in this low range. I can see the market is a range bound for coming weeks and coming months. So all we need to do, we need to just make sure we can mark it correctly. So my swing high is this one, which is the 34 area. And I'm expecting prices to stay within that range with the range bound. So these are my 2 zones up here, right? And that's my zones. So I'm actually looking prices on the US30 to be on this zone here. On the daily time frame, exactly what I was expecting. And lows, and this is the kind of the double bottom, and people are excited with this equal low or double bottom. But I'm expecting market to grab this liquidity above this equal high, which is around 30,000, and then come back and grab this liquidity around 28,500, and then try to move upside move. So watch out. That's equal low and equal highs which are forming in this daily time frame. So that was our US30. I don't have much to offer this week, but I believe from the next week we will try to change kind of our analysis a little bit differently, and we will try to pick those trades only where we can see a clear sign of the trade setup. So next week, hopefully, you will get a little bit better review from our end, and we'll provide you some guidance on which trades are actually ready for that. So until next week, enjoy the trading, and thanks for watching the video.